Another thing, and again, these videos are going to be posted in their full glory, so I'm just pointing out what they're telling you. We got a graph here, and we want to solve the equation. We want to estimate f of a when a is equal to 2, -1, and 4, right? So, first of all, when a is equal to 2, how do we find f of a? Well, first of all, if a is 2, then f of a equals what? Well, the expression f of a stands for what? An x value, right? Okay? That means then, if you're doing f of a for a equals 2, that means that your x value is going to be 2. Now you're talking about this graph, so where in this graph is the x value 2? Well, you find that by first locating a equals x equals 2 here. That's where, one's here, two's here, right? There's where x equals 2. Everywhere on this vertical line, x equals 2, right? But the point you're concerned with is a point where that line goes through this graph, right? So you project direct up from here and then over to here, and you find the y value, right? And that is, y equals, y equals f of x, right? So, when you evaluate f for a value of x, you get a y value, right? So this is going to be your y value, y equals 0.4. So f of a is 0.4 if a equals 2. Now that's an estimate. Okay, I have problems where I ask you to estimate such things. Then if a is -1, well, okay, let's see. If a is -1, then here's x equals -1, right? And we come down here and we find f of -1. In this case, we estimate -3.8. Okay? And then for x equals 4, well, that's going to be this point here. Your y value is about 4.2, so that's f of 4, right? Then we have questions like estimate solutions to f of x equals b for b values -2 and 2, right? Okay, so what is, take -2, what does f of x equals b look like? Well, f of x equals b for b equals 2 means f of x equals 2, right? F of x is what? Is that an x value? It's a y value, right? Okay, so that means f of x equals 2. 2 is your y value, so let's find the x, right? So where's y value 2? Well, y equals 2 everywhere on this line, and there's no other place except on this line where y equals 2. In other words, y equals 2 if and only if a point is on this line. Well, the only place where the function, as I've sketched it here, takes value y equals 2 is this one. Here's the x value that goes with this y value, right? That's the solution to the equation f of x equals 2. Okay? Similarly, the solution to the equation f of x equals -2. That would be f of x equals b for b equals -2, right? Well, here's y equals -2. It hits the graph in 2 points. Okay? So, here's a solution to f of x equals -2. Right here on the x-axis, that would be like x equals 0.6. And over here is another solution to f of x equals -2. Okay? Now there's no limit to how many solutions you can get to f of x equals b. If you got a function that does this and keeps on going forever, you'd have infinitely many solutions. Okay, we won't study those functions in this course. Second semester, you study those functions. And the other thing is, as long as x is in the domain of the function, or as long as a is in the domain of the function, you can always do f of a, and you only get one answer, right? Because f of a is where you meet the vertical line where x equals a. By the vertical line test, there's only one point if it's a function, right? Okay, so you want to understand all of that.